Check out the gobblers. Look at the neck on them. Some pretty good sized turkeys there. You're all delicious. Good morning, welcome to the channel. It's about 9:30 and 55 degrees outside, right there. We're going to be heading out today to Waycross, Georgia. It's not that big of a city, but it's got a lot of history to it. It's one of the wealthiest cities per capita in Georgia, but that's primarily to do with actually like wealth inequality, unfortunately. But it's still a pretty cool town. There's some things to go see. We're going to be taking a bunch of dirt roads to get there, and unfortunately, I just got a really big like Georgia map that I was going to like track all my trips on, but it doesn't show the dirt roads. So, because I try to stay off the main roads as much as possible, you know, it's not really going to work. I'll probably just, you know, show an image or whatever of the river trip when I get done with that. But, alright, so let's get on the road. Come on. Alright, there's Valdosta State University where I used to work. Kind of goes down over this way. And it's all kind of intertwined in here. Pretty decent school. Lots of good people work there, for sure. But we're about ready to head into the downtown section of Valdosta, so I figured I'd bring you in. I don't know how often we'll go down this way, so yeah, some good news I found out yesterday when I was doing some testing is that I can play music in my helmet, and the mic for the GoPro doesn't pick it up, which is just pretty cool. But like any other town down here, you got a lot of historical type homes, some of which are still being kind of worked on, which is almost always the case. And then you have kind of the 60s buildings, intermixed in there. Some of it's Victorian, some of it's more Georgian. It's really a mix of historical housing. There's not a good palette that they were working off of. Like, that's a really old place right there. Just a square box. Ride the right lane here. It's the State House Methodist Church. There's been some downtown revival movements going on lately. I don't know how well it's going to hold. I hope it holds really well, and we get a good somebody on Harley, a good mix of privately owned businesses, but that's typically not been the case around here. One of the issues I'm running into right now are one of my half-asseries that I need to get changed is the way in which I'm doing navigation. I'm tethering my actual phone to a secondary older phone with a waterproof case on it, and then I got that tucked into my map pocket on the tank bag.
here's the problems. The secondary phone, for whatever reason, does not recognize Rever as an ongoing app, so it will shut off. So I've got it set to a 30-minute shut off period, which kind of works, kind of doesn't. And especially now that I have the GoPro up here like this, I really can't see it. I've got to really kind of look down to see it, which I don't like. But it's the best I've been able to get it so far. I tried the turn-by-turn navigation through my helmet audio, and that was terrible. So it waits till like the last minute to tell you to turn, and I couldn't seem to get it loud enough to where I could hear it with earplugs in, so then I'd have to run with an earplug out, which I don't care for because I'm deaf anyway. I do apologize if any of my singing makes it into the video. When I got Carl Perkins or Elvis in my ear, sometimes it just falls out of my face. It's a nice little park over there. See what I mean? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not turning here, but I think I am turning here. Yep. I'm not 100% sure I've ever been down this road. It's probably going to be really windy today, so I'm not sure how much we're gonna be able to hear each other. Doing testing yesterday, and it was really windy as well, and it seemed to be okay, but you could hear a lot of wind noise. And when watching other YouTubers moto vlogging, it very minimal wind noise. I think I need to tape up the vents on my helmet. I think that would help. And I was planning on doing that last night, but I just got sidetracked, so. Pretty horses. Alright guys, well, I'll bring you back here when we get to something cool, some dirt roads, some fun tracks, or something cool to look at, but until then. Alright, so I think I've run into my first weird situation. River's got me taking this old Weatherby road, and as you can tell, there is no road sign. I think it's this road right over there, but I see a gate, and I've run into that before, kind of as part of hunting season, but there's like supposed to be houses, so I'm wondering if I'm just looking at it in the wrong way, or like looking at the wrong house or something. Oh, where'd my shit go? Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna give this some try and see what happens. Yeah, that's blocked off. And super sandy shit. Now, why is that blocked off? Let's see. Neighborhood watch area. What the hell? Okay. Oh, let's see if I can take this road. That looks like that's blocked as well. Yeah. It's like a big dirt mound there now. Huh. That is really damn bizarre. Alright, well, I guess I've got to find another way through. There's one. That looks good. Ooh. Yeah, I just dabbed a foot. I know. Alright, now as you can tell, actually this doesn't look too bad. The other day I went down some decent dirt roads that I knew were decent, and they were like spotchy sandy. Like I couldn't believe how sandy they were in spots. This looks like it's dealing with that some. The other thing I was worried about is I've seen a lot of groundwater, which makes me worry about whether or not I'm gonna have to deal with mud. And oh, this is actually a driveway. Huh. Okay. Alright guys, I will bring you back when I figure out what's going on and try to get into some more fun riding. Latest. Just went to a really tricky sandy bit for quite a while. There's a deer. Yeah, just went to a really tricky sandy spot for quite a while. It was really deep and it was wet, which was even weirder. So like the bike wanted to bog in it, but it also wanted to skate. So it was really, it got me breathing heavy. I'm sweating now, which is kind of cool. Alright, I'm thinking you're on. And as you can see, we're in a bit of a pickle. I'm supposed to go this way. And there's no bridge. So I'm going to take a couple pictures and chill out for a minute. Alright, slight change of plans. I saw a sign that went back towards kind of the way that I was coming from, only this seems to be a real road. And it said Lake Vern. So I am going to go see if I can find Lake Vern and see what it is, because this is adventure riding and I need to not be totally focused on my destination. Maybe I'll change batteries when I get here to Lake Vern, if I find Lake Vern. That better not be Lake Vern. Private club members only. Ah. So that way takes me to where that bridge was. Private club. Yeah, private club. I don't know. I don't know how you get access to a county maintained road with a private club. But alas, that's the situation I find myself in. That's really freaking weird. They've got a sign just says Lake Vern. Like, oh cool, a lake back here that I can go see. Nope. Alright, after taking a dirt road that didn't exist on Rever or Google Maps, I don't think, we are back on course and looking for a road that's going to duck off to my right here in a minute that may or, ooh, that might be it. If that's it, I'm going to be a happy camper. And I think it is. Okay, so the dirt road that I was just on, that didn't exist, that does exist, it was definitely a public road, was full of like wet sand. And I don't mean like this. It was like it's hard to explain. But it would wash, and it acted like sand, but it acted like mud. What a pain to drive on. This is a beauty. But here in a little bit, off to my right, should be the Okefenokee Swamp. As I had this planned on my Rever, is that this road pretty much so borders or skirts the border of the Okefenokee Swamp, which is kind of cool. I think it's even called like Swamp Road or something like that. And I'm hoping there's a good photo op somewhere in here, but so far, nothing. Check out the gobblers. Got the neck on them. Some pretty good sized turkeys there. You're all delicious. Pretty good beards. It looked like a group of Toms, which I didn't know that is how they worked. Maybe they were young. Alright, this is kind of crazy. So I'm on a dirt road that, as per Rever, doesn't exist. And I got off my track again because my track was sending me down what I think was private roads. So it did know about the private roads that cut through the forest or cut through the woods, but it doesn't know about the actual public road. So then I run into the second paved road that is not on this app. I don't understand what's going on here, but I'm gonna kind of go up north here a little bit and see if I can intercept my track again like I did last time. Here we go, and now I've gotten back to my route. Alright, so I was supposed to come somehow or another out of that pond. It's a cool looking old church. That's a really cool church. That's such a cool church. I'm gonna turn around and take a picture of it. Wow. I really hope that was a tree or something that went down. That church was really, really cool. Really interesting. I don't know anything about it. Just kind of in the middle of nowhere, no real signage. To be honest, it's a little creepy though. I know it shouldn't be, but it was. Ah. So we do have a public road that I'm supposed to be going on that looks like it's nothing but sand. Oh well. Alright, sports fans. After dodging around the dirt roads, now we are on Swamp Road, which is back on our original route. Whatever. What in the hell? I guess it's a temple of some kind? Never seen that. This is kind of downtown Waycross, right? There's some neat places in here. Some very historic places in here. That's the Railway Express Agency. It's basically an old, that was a hotel, obviously. And I am going to turn left and go back in that way. Let's see if there's any fucking more to eat. Southern Forest World. Cool building for sure. All right. The Southern Lumber History Museum was pretty amazing. A lot more involved than some of the other places I've been to like that. I really enjoyed it. It is coming on 3:30. It's about an hour and a half to the house, and also about an hour and a half until dark. So we are not going to be back roading it much, which is about the norm for me. I'm also not going to get over to the Okefenokee Park, which is about normal for me. I'm reminded of the mantra of the old Top Gear people: ambitious but rubbish. And that's the way a lot of these trips go, is I don't see everything that I want to see, and I don't get to spend the time that I want to spend because I either get out the door a little late, or honestly, like today, I enjoy the ride a little too much. But that's all part of the show as far as I'm concerned. And that's the truth of taking these trips. I don't think a lot of people really talk about that much. Is that you come up with a rough idea of what you want to do and where you want to go and what you want to see, and you think, yeah, I can fit all that in. Chances are you can't, unless you're really good at planning and then you're sticking to that plan, which I tend to be pretty shitty at. I'm much better at kind of winging it, having a rough idea of what I'm doing and then winging it. So it's been a good trip. I really can't complain. It's a little weird not getting to see as much. We got to see the old Green Frog restaurant, which was really cool. Eat at the little LL River bar, which is where I wanted to eat. We got to go to the Southern Heritage Lumber Museum place, which was really cool. I mean, that was really, really nice. And drove a little bit through town. Drove next to the swamp for a long time. Took Swamp Road, which was cool. Alright, well, we're going to get some gas, and then we are going to get back on Highway 84 and head straight back to the house. So there's no reason to really bring you guys along with that. It's going to be an extremely boring ride. Well, hopefully boring. Hopefully nothing happens crazy.
Alright guys, so that was the trip to Waycross, Georgia. I had a really, really good time. I learned a lot. There was some issues with the GoPro not capturing some stuff, audio not capturing in some other areas. But mostly that was all due to user error. But overall, it's a really good trip. I learned a lot. This was the third time that I have tried to video document an adventure. Third time's the charm, with this one actually going to get through full editing and out to you, even though it is not a perfect product at all, but it's getting closer. I'm learning some stuff about how to put this together and how to film it, which is helping, and I hope you enjoy. And until next time, you stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Laters.